Well, hello and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today's Wednesday, January the 18th, 2023. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Shenandoah Place and Samantha Ruffin and Duane Brown. Oh, yeah, and Myndi Blizzard. So, without further ado, here's a birthday song for the four of you. Hey, Mandy. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Shenandoah. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I must say. You're one more year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Shenandoah. Hey, Samantha. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Mindy. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day because, well, it's your happy birthday day today, day. Hey, hello, how are you? Glad to see that you're here. There is a friend here, folks. We got one tagging along, ready to watch the show. Yeah, how about them Shin Show shout outs for those friends and Shin of the Shin Show? Those folks that watch Shin Show dedicatedly. How about it? Here we go. How's the about Diana Gray, Mary Ann Williams Briscoe, a.k.a. my mommy, Savann Murphy Beason, and sweet sunny day girl, a.k.a. Rachel, and Brian Jones. Can't forget Brian. And then there's a Shin Show Sherer, Lori Moore, a.k.a. Lori Taylor, a.k.a. Thumper. And then my Poky pals, Amanda S. Little and Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley. Those are the Shin Show shout outs for today. All right, well, alrighty then. Let's do a quick weather forecast while I got a chance to do it. See if we can't get it all. Yeah, it's early enough in the day, so I don't have to go poking and searching around for half of my weather report. Alrighty then. Hey, today's weather report is going to be brought to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church has a 7 p.m. Bible study tonight at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, or you can tune in on Zoom with the link below. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that link. They said something about having to change up new links, and well, if that doesn't get you there, shoot me. I don't know. As far as I know, it'll get you there. I think I changed it into that one. I do not know for sure. Anyway, if I remember correctly, I did. So anyway, that's Refreshing Word Fellowship Church Bible study at 7 p.m. tonight. Okay. Alrighty then. Here's your weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. 5 days. Today, rain. High temperatures of 43 degrees Fahrenheit. With winds east to southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 90%. Cloudy skies this evening will become partly cloudy after midnight. Low temperatures of 39 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And then for tomorrow, Thursday, January the 19th, cloudy with gusty winds with high temperatures of 42 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Cloudy and low temperatures of 28 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And then for Friday, January the 20th, partly cloudy skies overnight. Partly cloudy skies during the day with high temperatures around 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be west to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies overnight, low temperatures of 24 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be light and variable in northwest at 4 miles per hour. And then for Saturday, January the 21st, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. High temperatures of 44 degrees Fahrenheit and winds light and variable southeast at 5 miles per hour. And then rain and snow showers in the evening, transitioning into snow showers overnight. Low temperatures of 33 degrees Fahrenheit with winds light and variable at 4 miles per hour. Chances of precipitation 30, for 30, 40, actually 50%. Sunday, January the 22nd, after a few snow showers and scattered about in the area in the morning, otherwise a good deal of clouds. High temperatures of 41 degrees Fahrenheit with winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, chances of snow 30%. So that snow is just going to melt right back off, folks, so don't worry about it. Partly to mostly cloudy with low temperatures of 27 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable northwest at about 6 miles per hour. For our fifth and final day of our 5 day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area, partly cloudy skies in the morning will give way to cloudy skies during the afternoon. High temperatures will be 43 degrees Fahrenheit with winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Cloudy skies overnight, low temperatures of 29 degrees Fahrenheit, winds light and variable east to southeast at about 5 miles per hour. And that, my friends, is your 5 day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Charles, St. Charles. Well, I awoken. I was walking my donkey. Actually, it was a mule. Song lyrics: Mule, you lazy mule. There it is. Rusty. That's right. I had that album. Sing along with Rusty Draper. Well, ain't they gonna give it to me? I wanted to sing it. Let's see if we can't find it. Oh, this is Spotify. They probably won't give it to me freebie either. Mule, you lazy mule, you keep on walking, stopping. You stop and go, you stop and go. Why can't you keep walking? I said, mule, you lazy mule, you keep on stopping. You stop and go, stop and go. Why can't you keep walking? But anyway, I'm not seeing it on here. It's not going to give it to me. Um, see, Spotify is listened to. I don't know. I'll try Spotify and see if I can't get it. See if it's there. Yeah, I don't know anything about Spotify, and my computer's done too many things lately. So, anyway, that's the words. That's the way the song goes. And, well, I guess I'm not going to be able to. Whoa, just about took that Bluetooth. Right, not the Bluetooth, but the. Hey, come back here. Just about took. Just about took my headset right off, folks. We don't need that. No, sirree, Bob. We certainly do not. Hmm. I got this thing down here. Keeps wanting to fall off and yank my headset off with it. Mm, there. Now then. That was too close. Kept trying to fall off and yank my headset off. And where would we be then? We'd be in the middle of a show and not even. It would have been just cut off just like that right there. Gone. Oh, some of the some of the idiosyncrasies of being a quadriplegic. Looks like I might have a new care provider company starting here shortly. They've got a couple of people um, that are interested in it. So they were just kind of giving me the heads up on who it's going to be and at what point in time they'll be showing up and stuff. So that's a good thing. Can't believe it. Can't be sure. I got you, love, because I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad, and I believe in you. Song lyrics: I believe in love. Still listening. Song lyrics: I believe in love. I seen faces covering empty spaces when there used to be a soul inside. Nothing in, no one ever gets to them. Seems so. This ain't it. This is Kenny Loggins. Song lyrics: I believe in love. Song lyrics: I believe in love. Don Williams. I don't believe in superstars, organic foods, and foreign cars. I don't believe the price of gold, the clear certainty of growing old, that right is right and left is wrong, that north and south can't get along, that east is east and west is west, and being first is always best. But I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad. And I believe in you. Well, I don't believe that heaven waits for only those who congregate. I don't think that of God as love. He's down below, he's up above. He watches people everywhere. He knows who doesn't care. And I'm an ordinary man. Sometimes I wonder who I am, but I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in magic. And I believe in you. I know with all my certainty what's going to on with you and me is a good thing. It's true. I believe in you. I don't believe virginity is as common as it used to be in working days and sleeping nights. That black is black and white is white, that Superman and Robin Hood are still alive in Hollywood, and that gasoline's in short supply, the rising cost of getting by. But I believe in love. I believe in old clothes. I believe in children. And I believe in you. I believe in love. I believe in babies. I believe in mom and dad. And I believe in you. I don't know. I don't know if that sounds as good to y'all as it does to me. Sounds really good to me. But then again, I've listened back to them before, and they didn't sound quite that well to me after all. But they do sound that well coming out of my mouth with the way they're resonating out. So I like to sing them. I like to put them out there. Just see what comes out there. Hey, I got a friend and a friend and a like. Like them likes. Love them likes. Thanks. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. Keep the show up on top. Way up here, you know. I got 144 faithful followers, I believe. Something like that. That's what YouTube tells me. You know, you'd think after 4 or 5 years of doing a show, this just may not be what people want to see. You know, could be getting boring, monotonous, or just, having disgruntled people. Hey, it's food stamps day, by the way. Lots and lots of food stamps. Two peoples. We got two peoples. One like two peoples. There we go. Wonder if my mom's tuned in today. If my mom's tuned in, she'll like this one. Of course, I would like to see this one happening too, but I don't see it happening. Song lyrics and sunshine on my shoulders. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a day that I could give to you, I'd give a day just like today. If I had a song that I could sing for you, I'd sing a song to make you feel this way. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. And sunshine almost always makes me high. If I had a tale that I could tell to you, I'd tell a tale sure to make you smile. If I had a wish that I could wish for you, I'd make a wish for the sun to shine all the while. Sunshine on my shoulders makes me happy. Sunshine in my eyes can make me cry. Sunshine on the water looks so lovely. Sunshine almost always makes me high. Sunshine almost all the time makes me high. Sunshine almost always. All right, John Denver, one of my mom's favorite artists. And although the sun's not shining out there now, it's rainy, it's cloudy, it's nasty looking. But just because it's rainy and cloudy doesn't mean we can't have sunshine. I'm serious. You know how we can have sunshine? Song lyrics, My Girl. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. And when it's cold outside, I've got the month of May. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way is my girl, my girl, my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. Oh, I've got so much honey, the bees envy me. I've got a sweeter song than the birds in the trees. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? This is my girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, oh, my girl. Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Hey, 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 hey. Whoa, I don't need no money, no fortune, nor fame. I've got all the riches, baby, one man can claim. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way is my girl, my girl, my girl, talking about my girl, talking about my girl. I've got sunshine on a cloudy day with my girl. I've even got the month of May with my girl. Talking about, talking about, talking about my girl. There you go. Are we not allowed to chat today? Or are we just watching some apparatus where it won't allow us to chat? It's probably it. Probably it. Oh, Lord. The sun is shining somewhere. It's not shining here. It's rainy. It's snappy. It's fully yuck. It's full of yuck outside. I'm not liking this headset thing. I got my speakers to working today, but they weren't working correctly, and they would not. Um, Whatchamacallit, they wouldn't. Well, I'm trying to figure out the word I'm looking for. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. Uh, which ones am I using? Apparently these. Um, Properties. Um, this device is working properly. I just couldn't get it to. I can't get them to sync. That's the word I'm looking for. I can't get them to sync. There's the levels and stuff. Couldn't get those speakers to sync up out there. So I had no clue as to whether they were the right ones or not. Now then, is that working? I don't know. These are weird. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not getting no test. No test, no test, test, test. I don't know. Hopefully I didn't mess things up. Yeah, okay. We're going back to these here. Wait a minute. These, and we're gonna set them as the defaults. And there. Now see, those are the ones, the same ones sound settings that I had for my other speakers. So I don't know. Sorry about that. I digress. I was trying to make sure my speakers were working good for you, and hopefully I didn't lose anything. Are you able to hear me? Just put a another thumbs up there, or go away or come back or something, so that I know that you can hear me. If you can't hear me, go away and don't come back. No, no, just read my lips. Read my lips. No new taxes. I did not have sexual relations with the girl. Okay. Anyway, where are we at here? Oh, well, well. You've heard the newest thing, right? That the unvaxxed are being um, whatchamacallit, targeted by the vaxxed. The vaccinated people are their vaccines. The vaccines are jumping off of them and onto the unvaxxed people, and it's starting to affect the unvaxxed people because um, they're not vaxxed. But my thing on that is there's a thing on that that says, look, if I wasn't vaccinated in the first place, I don't have to worry about this thing jumping on me. Even if it jumps on me, it's going to go away because I've already built up immunities to it. I don't have to worry about that goofy thing. Even if they're the top scientists are talking about it, they know how a virus works. They know how a flu works. They know how this sort of thing works. They can't sit there and tell you that just because you didn't get your vaccine that you're going to get jumped upon by these little critters and they're going to get you. They're going to get you. They're out to get you. It's another divide and conquer method. Let's just split the government, I mean, the people, split the people. Those people that are wearing masks shouldn't get along with those who do not wear masks. Those who have gotten the vaccine should not get along with those who have not gotten the vaccine because, well, they're liable to catch something from each other. And so let's not let them get anywhere close to each other. I don't know. I don't even worry about it. Don't listen to it. I just go on with my life day by day. Whatever comes up, that's the way I lived it. Fly by the seat of my hind pants. Fly by the seat of my pants, which are sitting in a chair so they don't wear out. But okay, let's see. What are we going to do? Is there another song? There's a song that I'm thinking of. Um, when the swallow come back to Capistrano. Song lyrics when the swallows come back to Capistrano. When the swallows come back to Capistrano. That's the day you promised to come back to me. When you whispered farewell in Capistrano, 'twas the day the swallows flew out to sea. And the mission bells will ring. The chapel choir will sing. The happiness you'll bring will live in my memory. When the swallows come back to Capistrano. That's the day I'll pray that you come back to me. And the mission bells will ring, and the chapel choir will sing. The happiness you'll bring will live in my memory when the swallows come back to Capistrano. Now that's the day I pray you'll come back to me. Come back to me. There you go. That was the Ink Spots who brought that one up originally. Originality. Do what you want to do. Do what you want to do. All right, let's see. That's probably it on songs. We can get, we can get a little closer to the world. Let's see. There's another song out there though. I just thought of it. It says, you see that mountain over there? I'm gonna climb that mountain one of these days. No, that wasn't it. I can't think of what it was. Song lyrics, the wildwood weed. Well, the name of this song is the wildwood flower. Now, the wildwood flower is an old country classic, and it's gained a whole new popularity. The song isn't any more popular, but the flower is doing real good. Well, the wildwood flower grew wild on the farm, and we never knew what it was called. Some said it was a weed, and some said it was a flower, but I didn't give it much thought. Well, one day I was out there talking to my brother, and I reached down for a weed to chew on. Things got fuzzy and things got blurry, and then everything was gone. I didn't know what had happened, but I knew it beat the heck out of snipping burlap. Well, I came to, and my brother was there, and he said, "What's wrong with your eyes?" And I said, "I don't know. I was chewing on this weed." And he said, "Let me give that a try." Well, we spent the rest of the day and most of that night looking for my brother Bill. Caught up to him about 6 o'clock next morning, naked, swinging on the windmill. Yeah, he said he flew up there. Now I had to fly up and get him down, so he was about half crazy. Now, very next day, we picked a bunch of them weeds, and then we put them in the sun to dry, and then we mashed them up and we cleaned them off, and we put them in our corncob pipes. Now, smoking that wildwood flower got to be a habit. We never seemed to get no harm. We thought it was kind of handy to take a trip and never even leave the farm. But old Puff of the but big old Puff of the wildwood weed, and the next thing you'd know, you were wandering around behind the little animals. And well, all things got to come to an end. And it's the same with the wildwood weeds. Yeah, one day the feller from Washington came by, and he spied me and turned white as a sheet. He dug and he burned and he burned and he dug, and he killed our cute little weeds. And then he drove away, and we just smiled and waved, sitting there on that sack of seeds. Oink. All right, that's the wildwood weed, the wildwood flower. All right, let's see. How's about Jimmy Driftwood song? We'll just do one Jimmy Driftwood. Um, Loosen my spears. Mm. Loosen my spurs. There's agony on me. If it weren't for bad luck, I know those aren't the right words. I know. Just playing. Jimmy Driftwood. Let's see. Let's see. What's his mule? Slobbering mule. That ain't, I don't know the words to it, and I don't know the name of that song anyway, so it's kind of hard to look for it. Um, what Bow, bicky bow, bicky bow, 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 bow. Run, Johnny, run. Bad Rose will get you, run, Johnny, run. You gotta get away. Bow, bow, ba-dow, 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 bow, 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 bow. Johnny heard his grandpa woke up at the break of day. Thought he heard his grandpa say, "Run, Johnny, run. Bad Rose will get you. Run, Johnny, run. You gotta get away." Pick it down, bow, bow. Pick it down, bow, 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 bow. Down, pick it down, pick it down, down, down. That is my rendition of a mouth bow, folks. Or could be. It sounds a lot like a juice, a harp, but I hadn't pulled up the words. I was just kind of song lyrics. Run, Johnny, run. Jimmy Driftwood. Okay, here we go. Boom, break it down, break it down, boom, 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 bam, 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 break it down, break it down, bam, bam. Johnny was down at the moonshine still in the bottom of the holler by the side of one of the hills. He woke up out to break of day when he thought he heard his grandpa say, "Oh, run, Johnny, run. Fat Rose will get you. Run, Johnny, run. You better get away. Run, Johnny, run. Fat Rose will get you. Run, Johnny, run. You better get away." Johnny stepped at the top of the hill and he saw them fed rolls around the still. They busted the barrel and the boiler too, and started drinking his Mountain Dew. Oh, run, Johnny, run! Fat Rose will get you, run, Johnny, run! You better get away. Said, oh, run, Johnny, run! Fat Rose will get you, run, Johnny, run! You better get away. Boom, pick it down, womp, 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 pick it down, boom, pick it down, down, down. Sunshine on my shoulders. There's Lisa. And Lisa Foster's out there watching the show. Well, the feds caught Johnny making a run. They took him up to Washington. Put him to work for the government to make moonshine for the president. Bow, book it down, boom, boing. Oh, run, Johnny, run. The Federals will get you. Run, Johnny, run. You gotta get away. Oh, run, Johnny, run. Federals get you. Run, Johnny, run. You better get away. Pick it down, pick it down, womp, 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 down, boom. Johnny got rich at the government stills, and he ran off in his home in the hills. Now the Federals are on his tracks because they still owes $1 on the whiskey tax. Oh, run, Johnny, run. Federals will get you. Run, Johnny, run. You got to get away. Oh, run, Johnny, run. Run, Johnny, run. Federals get you. You got to get away. Pick it down, but don't walk, burn, dip, bow, 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 down, pick it down, but now don't, bow, bow. Run, Johnny, run. Federals get you. Run, Johnny, run. You better get away. There you go. Jimmy Driftwood. There's Lisa. Sent a pic, sunshine on my shoulders about a message. We love you from Iowa. There you go. Yep, they done moved on out to Iowa. But they got a real good out there. They got a real good uh, church out there. She's been going to this great church out there, and they're most helpful people. I tell you, it's a warming community. That's where she's living in Iowa. A warming community. They just took her in like a sheep to the fold. It's a wonderful thing, and I'm so happy for her. I'm just so glad that she's gotten out there and she likes where she's at and the people that she likes the people and the people like her. Although we still miss her around here, but we like to see her out there and enjoying herself. You guys got sunshine out there? Oh, in cold Iowa, from cold Iowa, yeah. Well, it's kind of cold here too, but probably not as cold as Iowa. You guys get more snow than we do. She was. All right, here we go. I better do story time with the kids. Yep, that's right. Hey, kids, it's time for TV Grandpa to tell you another little story to tuck you in tonight or today. It's early today, and we got you at 3 o'clock. Can hear you on YouTube. Great. Okay, thank you for letting me know that because I was having some issues with speakers a while ago, and I lost a set of speakers that I had on here, so they just disappeared on me. Mm, what story do you want me to tell? Oh, I know your favorite one. I could tell it, you know, but that one. I could tell your favorite story. And how about if I just do that? All the kids, all right, kids, jump up on the couch and jump up on the bed. wherever it is you rest your sleepy little head. TV Grandpa is going to tell you a little story to lull you off the street. Now, this story is called The Emperor's New Clothes. And the reason this story is called The Emperor's New Clothes is because, well, it's worth telling. It sure is. Because, well, here in these past few years, a few things have been uh, taken care of and taught us just this exact same way. And so we're going to try to oh, there they are. And try to locate that story. Go to sleep. All right. Hey, that thing just zipped all the way down to the wrong end of the page. Okay, it's a Hans Christian Andersen story. And our, yep, our government has been playing pull the wool. And so this is not only the government, but the media and everybody else. There's just a lot of stuff going on lately that has been just as these people were treated. And so here we go. Are you ready? Keep your eyes wide open, folks, because if you don't, you might be duped into believing that there's something that there ain't there. Many years ago, there was an emperor who was so excited and exclusively fond of his new clothes. Yep, and he was so exclusively fond of them that he spent all his money in dress. He did not trouble himself in the least about his soldiers, nor did he care to go either to the theater or the chase, except for to the then opportunities to show off his new clothes, then afforded him for displaying his new clothes. Now he had a different suit for each hour of the day, and as in any other king or emperor, one is accustomed to say he is sitting in council. It was always said to him, the emperor is sitting in his wardrobe. Now time passed merely in the large town which was his capital, and strangers arrived every day at the court. And one day, two rogues, calling themselves weavers, made their appearance. They gave out that they knew how to weave stuffs of the most beautiful colors and elaborate patterns. The colors manufactured from which should have the wonderful properties of remaining invisible to everyone who was unfit for their office that he or she held, and who was extraordinarily simple in character. Now, these must indeed be some splendid clothes, thought the emperor. And had I such a suit, I might at once find out what men in my realm are unfit for their offices, and also be able to distinguish the wise from the foolish. This stuff must be woven for me immediately. And he caused large sums of money to be given to both of the weavers in order that they might begin their work directly. So the two pretend weavers set up two looms and acted to effectively to work very busily, though in reality they did nothing at all. They acted for the most deceitful silk. They asked for the most delicate silks and the purest gold threads, put both into their own knapsacks, and then continued their pretend work at the empty looms until late at night. I should like to know how the weavers are getting along with my clothes, said the emperor to himself, after some little time had passed. So he was, however, rather embarrassed when he remembered that the simpletons, or A simpleton or one who is unfit for their office would be unable to see the manufactured goods. And to be sure, he thought he had nothing to risk in his own person, but yet he would prefer sending somebody else to bring him intelligence about the weavers and their work before the trouble he troubled himself in the affair. All the people throughout the city had heard of the wonderful properties that the cloth was able to possess, and all were anxious to learn how wise or how ignorant their neighbors might prove to be. I will send my faithful old minister to the weavers, said the emperor at last. And after some deliberation, he will be best able to see how the cloth looks. For he is a man of sense, and no one can be more suitable for his office than he. And so the faithful old minister went into the hall, where the knaves were working with their might. They were working with all their might and at their empty looms. What can be the meaning of this? Thought the old man, opening his eyes very wide. I cannot discover the least bit of thread on the loom. However, he did not express his thoughts aloud. The impostors requested him very courteously to be so good as to come near to their looms, and then asked him whether the design pleased him or whether the colors were not very beautiful, at the same time pointing at the empty frames. The poor old minister looked and he looked. He could not discover anything on the looms for a very good reason. Vis-a-vis, there was nothing on there. Wait, thought he again. Is it possible that I am a simpleton? I have never thought so of myself, but, and no one must know it if I am. So, can it be that I am unfit for my office? No, that must not be said either. I will never confess that I could not see the stuff. Well, says Sir Minister, said one of the knaves, still pretending to work, do you not say whether the stuff pleases you? Oh, it is excellent, replied the old minister, looking at the loom through his spectacles. This pattern and the colors, yes, I will tell the emperor without delay how very beautiful I think of them. Well, we shall be much obliged to you, said the impostors, and then they named the different colors and described the patterns of the pretend stuffs. The old minister listened attentively to their words in order that he might repeat them to the emperor. And then the knaves asked for more silk and gold, saying that it was necessary to complete what they had begun. However, they put that away into their knapsacks also, and they continued to work with as much apparent diligence as before at their empty looms. Now the emperor now sent another officer of his court to see the men where how they were getting on, and to ascertain whether the cloth would soon be ready. Now it was just the same with this gentleman as with the minister. He surveyed the looms on all sides, but could see nothing at all but the empty frames. Does not the stuff appear as beautiful to you as it did to the lord of the minister? Asked the impostors of the emperor's second ambassador, and at the same time making the same gestures as before, and talking of the designs and the colors which were not there. I certainly am not stupid, thought the messenger. I must be, eh, it must be that I am not fit for my good, profitable office. That is very odd. However, No one shall know anything about it but me. And accordingly, he praised the stuffs that he could not see. And he declared that he was delighted with both colors and patterns. Indeed, pleased, your imperial majesty. Yes, said he to his sovereign uh, when he returned. The cloth which the weavers are preparing is extraordinarily magnificent. The whole city was talking of the splendid cloth which the emperor had ordered to be woven at his own expense. Now, the emperor himself wished to see the costly manufactured goods while it was still in the loom, accompanied by a select number of officers of the court, among whom were the two honest men who had already admired the cloth. He went to the crafty impostors, who, as soon as they were aware of the emperor's approach, went on working more diligently than ever, although they still did not pass a single thread through the loom. Is not the work absolutely magnificent? Said the two officers of the crown already mentioned. If your majesty will only be pleased to look at it, what a splendid design, what glorious colors, and at the same time they pointed to the empty frames, for they imagined that everyone else could see these exquisite pieces of workmanship. How is this? Said the emperor to himself. "Huh, I can't see nothing. Eh, This is indeed a terrible affair. Am I a simpleton? Or am I unfit to be emperor? That would be the worst thing that could happen. Oh, the cloth is charming, said he aloud, and it has most completely appropriate approbation. And he smiled most graciously and looked closely at the empty looms, for no one, for no account would he say that he could not see what the two of the officers of his court had praised so much. All his uh, retinue, retinue, all his retinue now strained their eyes, huh, hoping to discover something on the looms, but they could not see no more than the others. Nevertheless, they all exclaimed, "Oh, how beautiful!" and advised his majesty, to have some new clothes made from this splendid material for the approaching procession. Magnificent, charming, excellent, resounded on all sides, and everyone was uncommonly gay. The emperor shared in the general satisfaction and presented the impostors with the riband of an order of knighthood, to be worn in their buttonholes, and the title of gentlemen weavers. Now the rogues sat up the whole of the night before the day on which the procession was to take place, and had 16 lighted candles burning, so that everyone might see how anxiously they were trying to finish the emperor's new suit. And they pretended to roll the cloth off the looms, cut the air with their scissors, and sewed with needles without any thread in them. Steal, or see, cried they at last, the emperor's new clothes are ready. And now the emperor, with all the grandees of his court, came in to the weavers, and the rogues raised their arms as if in the act of holding something up, saying, "Here are your majesty's trousers, here is the scarf, here is the mantle, the whole suit is as light as a cobweb. On one might fancy one has nothing on at all when dressed in it. And that, however, is the great virtue of this delicate cloth. Yes, indeed, said the courtiers, although not one of them could see anything of the exquisite manufactured goods. If your imperial majesty will be graciously pleased to take off your clothes, he will fit on the new suit in front of the looking glass, while the emperor was accordingly undressed, and the rogues pretended to array him in his new suit. The emperor, turning round from side to side before the looking glass, Willow splendid his majesty looks. How splendid his majesty looks in his new clothes, and how well they fit. Everyone cried out, "What a design! What colors! These are indeed royal robes." While the canopy, which is to be borne over your majesty in the procession, is waiting, announced the chief master of the ceremonies. "I'm quite ready," answered the emperor. "Do my new clothes fit well?" asked he, turning himself around again before the looking glass in order that he might appear to be examining his handsome suit. The lords of the bedchambers, who were to carry his majesty's train, felt about on the ground as if they were lifting up the ends of the mantle, and pretended to be carrying something, for they would by no means betray anything that like simplicity or unfitfulness for their offices. So now the emperor walked under his high canopy in the midst of the procession, through the streets of his capital, and all the people standing by and those at their windows cried out, "Oh, how beautiful are our emperor's new clothes! What a magnificent train there is to the mantle, and how gracefully the scarfs hang!" In short, no one would allow what that they could not see the as much admired clothes, because in doing so he would have declared himself either a simpleton or an unfit for his office. And certainly none of the emperor's various suits had ever made such a great as impression as these invisible ones. But the emperor has nothing on, said a little child. "Listen to the voice of the innocent," exclaimed his father, and what the child had said was whispered from one end of the town to the other. "But he has nothing on at all," at last cried out all the people. The emperor was vexed, he for he knew that the people were right, but he thought the procession must go on now, and the lords of the bedchamber took greater pains than ever to appear to be holding up his train, although in reality there was no train to hold. And that was the emperor's new clothes. All right. All right. Hope y'all are liking and enjoying that show. All right. Now, it's daily bread portion of the program time. We're going to bring that to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. The Bible with Briscoe 2023 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2023 will be Genesis 43 through 45 and Matthew 12:24 through 50. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2023 for today to get your own daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty, let's see. Heart problem. Heart problem. Uh-oh. Well, I was going to see what that is today's devotion in the daily bread portion of the program. and we're going to see what today's scripture and insight has to say about heart problems. Ezekiel 14, 1 through 8. And here we go. I recommend that if you guys really would like to know what's going on here with these little short stories, that you get a hold of the Daily Bread. If nothing else, go online at odb.org. Throw a little donation their way so that they can help spread the gospel all around the world, or pick one up from your local church. There should be some somewhere available. I know that if you can't find one out to where you're at, stop on by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church at 2054 Campus Drive here in St. Charles, Missouri, and you can pick one up there. Just step inside the door and go over to the little table to your left. Step up, grab you a daily bread, and go ahead and check on out if you want. You don't have to stay around for the services. I mean, we'd like to have you. We'd enjoy having you with us, but you don't have to be there. That's all up to you. No pressure intended. Idolaters commended. That is the uh, Ezekiel 14, 1 through 8. Idolaters commended. Some of the elders of Israel came to me and sat down in front of me. And then the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, these men have set up idols in their hearts and put wicked stumbling blocks before their faces. Should I let them inquire of me at all? And therefore speak to them and tell them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. When any of the Israelites set up idols in their hearts and put a wicked stumbling block before their faces, and then go to a prophet, I, the Lord, will answer them myself in keeping with their great idolatry. I will do this to recapture the hearts of the people of Israel, who have all deserted me for their idols. Therefore, say to the people of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord says: repent, turn from your idols, and renounce you all your detestable practices. When any of the Israelites or any foreigners residing in Israel separate themselves from me and set up idols in their hearts and put a wicked stumbling block before their faces, and then go to a prophet to inquire of me, I, the Lord, will answer them myself. I will set my face against them and make them an example and a byword, and I will remove them from my people. And then you will know that I am the Lord. And that was Ezekiel 14, 1 through 8. And that was the daily bread portion of the program for today. That was brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2023. Daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. So don't forget to kick it on over there on the YouTube, the Bible with Briscoe 2023. Actually, we're on day 18. So you can pick that up. You can binge watch from 1 through 18 so you can get caught up, and then watch each day to get a hold of the word. All righty. Hey, that looks like the end of it. That's the Shin Show in the nutshell, or the nut on the Shin Show. You know how it goes. I'm here. I'm there. I'm everywhere. I'm gone. All right. God bless you all. Hey, looks like this. I said goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Ba-doo-doo-doo-doo-boop. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Let's hear it. Has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shin Show. And as always, you know, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see us tomorrow because, well, God willing, we'll be here. And we hope that you are too. Bye bye. God bless you and love you.